Yo guys, Crescent here. Welcome to my second Magicka Nightblade build video. Obviously, as you can see from the title of this video, we have 47 or so, 47 plus K max Magicka. This build, obviously, we will use Necropotty for the max Magicka, and there are a few changes here and there for us to achieve that while having really good sustain. Okay, let's hop straight into the sets. I'll show you how we do it. Yeah? It's pretty simple. The monster helm you can use is Grofta or Scoria. Both are really good. Grofta will push your maximum Magicka to 47k. If you're using Scoria, it will be about 46k or so. I would say 46k. And the second set we'll be using is Necropotty. So we want to 5-piece on the body. So what we'll be using is every single pieces will be impenetrable, and every single thing will be maximum Magicka glyph except the hit. We'll be using tri-stack glyph. You can use maximum Magicka glyph as well, it's really up to you. Doesn't really change that much. Make sure you're using 1 heavy, 1 medium, and 5 light. It's really important. Okay, the second set we're using is Wizard Repose. So we'll be using Wizard Repose only on the back bar, 3 jewelries, 2 Magicka recovery, 1 cost reduction, and on the back bar we'll be using infuse with weapon and spell damage enchantment. Obviously, like I mentioned earlier, you can, if your sustain is not that good, you feel like you need more sustain, just switch it to absorb Magicka enchantment glyph. So every light attack will give you about 461 Magicka. Really awesome. Yeah, obviously you need to use infuse straight for that. If you want to go offensive, use the weapon damage enchantment. And on the front bar, we'll be using willpower. Willpower is just overall going to boost our maximum Magicka to the 47k mark. I tested with another sword, like a normal spell damage sword like Vicious Staff, 2-piece. I did the maths and calculation and everything. I even tested it. The damage from 2-piece willpower is slightly higher than the 2-piece spell damage, so that's why I'm using the willpower. It's just not for, if let's say for example the Vicious Death is higher damage, the 129 spell damage, then I would use that. I wouldn't just be a clickbait and just show you like 47k max Magicka. There's a theory to it why I'm using the willpower sword, because it actually deals more damage than a normal 2-piece spell damage sword. So that is the build. That is the setup, item setup. We will be using a dot poison to proc our Scoria easier and to proc our Grofta easier. So this is really nice, this 2 dot poison. If you don't want to use poisons, you can use lightning damage enchantment to proc concussion, or even flame damage would be nice as well. Both are really good. Yeah, I will show you the stat sheet and tooltip, so how you achieve that. So if I buff up, put this, you'll see we will get 47.9k maximum Magicka, and I will just buff up here. My attack. You can see wait, doesn't, yeah, it proc now. Our spell damage is 2.8k. Crit is about 38%. And the tooltip for our concealed weapon should be close to 12k to light attack. Buff up. Yeah, 11.7k, close to 12k, which is extremely high. Yeah, if I use a potion, yeah, you can see the stats is overall quite solid. 48k max Magicka, close to 48k. Health is close to 24k. Stamina is 15k. And penetration is quite high as well, 9.6k. And Magicka recovery is slightly low, so you need to do in between kiting, you need to do some heavy attacks on the back bar. I feel like in CP campaign is still okay, but in non-CP campaign, I highly recommend you to use the enchantment with Absorb Magicka enchantment. Yeah, I highly recommend you to use this enchantment instead of the spell damage one. Yeah, so those are the stats, and I will go through the poisons and potions. So the potion we'll be using is Detect Potion, which is quite nice to just detect Nightblades. Tri-stat potions, really awesome, just overall really strong potion. Immune to knockback potion and gives you Major Prophecy, give you crit. And a Magicka, this is your offensive potion. If you feel like you're fighting a tank, make sure you use this potion instead of Tri-stat potion. And yeah, so these three potions are the potions that I'll be using often. The poisons, like I mentioned earlier, double dot poisons are really good. If you feel like your sustain is just really garbage, use this Drain Magicka poisons instead. It will give you a lot of recovery. So this is I wouldn't recommend you to use this in CP campaign, but in non-CP campaign, if you feel like you're struggling too much, use this poison. The food buff we'll be using is the Tri-stat food. So because our maximum stamina is quite low, so that's why I'm using the Tri-stat food. There's another way. If you want to use if you're really good with your stamina sustain, you know when to dodge throw and when to break free, where you know how to save your stamina. I can recommend you to use Witch Mother, but if you want to use Witch Mother, you need to change your glyphs to Tri-stat glyphs. So you have lower max Magicka, but you have better Magicka sustain. It's a trade-off. It's really up to you. But for me, I'll be using the Tri-stat food instead, and just boost up my maximum Magicka to close to 48k. The Mundus stone we'll be using is Astronaut Mundus stone. You can be a vampire like me. You can drop it as well if you want, it's not a big deal. And yeah, those are the stuff that you need to know. And we will go through the skills. Skills are more or less the same like my previous build. Merciless, your big burst. Conceal weapon, your damage skill. Lotus fan, your gap close, your snare. Massisteria fear, your CC against blocking targets. Sap essence, just for you, it's a AoE skill to break cloak, especially against the Nightblades, and for you to obtain major sorcery. Incap, my preferred ultimate. Crippling Rust, obviously this is your root, and Shadow Image is for you to proc the Necropotty set. And Dampen Magic is your shield, your second shield is your healing ward. Shadowy Disguise is your cloak, and your healing ultimate, defensive ultimate is Light's Champion. So these are all the skills that I prefer to use. There are not many skills you can change because you definitely need your Shadow Image. You could definitely drop Lotus Fam, your gap close, and use something else. If you want to go offensive, you can use Piercing Mark, or you could use Double Take if you want to be a bit more defensive. It's really up to you. And yeah, those are the skills. Let me just do this. And to the CP now. 19 Siphoner, 56 Warlord. It's basically the same CP like my previous build. 75 Arcanist, 23 Tenacity, 61 Tumbling, 16 Shadow Ward, 11 Bless, 51 Elfborn, 49 Expert, Elemental Expert, 38 Spell Erosion, 20 Shattering Blows, Master at Arms 72, 9 Thermocharge, 66 Ironclad, 36 Resistance, 20 Thick Skin, 32 Hardy, 6 Light Armor Focus, 27 Elemental Defender, 7 Quick Recovery, and 66 into Bastion. So that is for the CP. This build is more or less the same, the playstyle like the previous build I posted, the proc build. But the only thing that you need to remember is you need to put down your shade. The good thing about shade is when you put it down and you return to it, the cooldown, you still obtain your maximum Magicka until the shade disappears. So you basically, it has a 20-second uptime. So you can do whatever you want, you can go back to your shade, and you don't need to directly put down another shade instantly because you still have your prompt for Necropotents. You can get to another better location and then you put down your shade. So that is how you play with shades. The combo is really straightforward as well. Try to get your Merciless up. When your Merciless is up, go into Cloak, Gap Close, so you have a good chance to proc your Scoria or your Grofta, and then you go into CC either with Fear or with Incap or with Conceal Weapon. So you CC your opponent, then you throw your Merciless Resolve, then you go into Conceal Weapon into damage. Make sure your enemy has Crippling Rust on them always, because this is an extremely powerful dot. You need to have it on them. And yeah, always make sure you have your Shadow Image up for you to gain that crazily high maximum Magicka. Overall, I say this build is it's quite easy to play because now you don't need to target your enemy to use Shadow Image. So just give it a try. It's definitely really fun. Okay, so that's it for this build. Make sure you throw this video a like and subscribe to my channel for more ESO videos. I will post the gameplay videos in a few days and you can see how this build function. Basically, I'll just play different builds and I'll just mash them all together in one Magicka Nightblade video, and you can see how all the builds work in Citadel and in Battlegrounds. Okay, that's it for this video. See you guys in Citadel. Okay, bye bye.